Hey listeners, we know it's been a heavy news week. We recorded this episode on August 23rd, so we know that this is missing Dolly Parton and Tim Curry passing away. We never want to leave things out, and we know that there have been major updates in the Lindsay Clancy trial. There may even be a verdict before we can fully dissect everything and all of the updates. Please know our hearts are with the victims of the Nepal-Tibet border tragedy and their families. Our schedules only allow for certain days to record, and so we have to go with what we have at the time. Thank you for your understanding, and we hope you enjoy.
You're listening to The Spooky Darlings, where three sisters get together and talk about all kinds of fun and interesting and sometimes spooky stuff. And today we are bringing to you a follow-up Friday episode. This is our 26th follow-up Friday episode. I'm Emily.
I'm Nettie.
I'm Haley.
And Nettie is going to lead our episode today. Do you want to take it away, Nettie?
Yes. First of all, I thought we would all just talk about what we've been up to for the past couple of weeks. Who wants to go first?
Okay. I mean, if I'm
knew I could
forced,
count on you.
I will take it away.
Thank you, Haley.
Nobody's forcing me, but I always love telling you guys what's going on. So it's been very busy with polo, and we have a graduate in our house, and that schedule is crazy, and he's working the wildfires on a team for Fred Bell, and so that has been such a crazy schedule for our household, and so we're all a little off right now.
Yeah.
And
because he's coming home and sleeping during the day, but fighting fires at night.
Yeah, and switching between our house and his mom's house, and so it's where are we landing today? And then
So you ring peaceful bells and play peaceful drums for him to help him sleep during the day when he's there?
She
And,
checks on him
I just
every few minutes. Evan, are you sleeping?
I just hum outside his door, maybe sometimes stroke his hair.
Knock on the door. Evan, are we too noisy?
You okay? And then, of course, polo, and we just had a tournament here in La Grande, and it's just
literally today.
literally today. And Zane played his first game of polo.
He did?
Uh-huh. I mean, he was
How did it
kind
go?
of a periphery. He was it was kind of a periphery thing.
Yeah.
But he did get his first hit with the ball. He connected. It was so exciting. And Melissa Joseph awarded him Best Playing Pony.
Oh my gosh,
So
that's so wonderful.
yeah.
Oh, I wish I could have seen it. Was that yesterday or today?
Today. Well, today we did the awards.
So great. I love that.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Camilla, I told Lola, I was like, hey, guess what? Zane got Best Playing Pony. And she was like, which horse?
Aww.
And
she loves Camilla.
She loves Camilla. And I was like, it was Camilla. And so
Oh, so sweet.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
it was so exciting.
So you still have a few more tournaments to go.
One in Spokane and one in Sela. And so we'll see.
Nice.
Yeah. And
Sela's in Washington?
yeah.
Okay.
I don't know exactly where. I'm not a geologist.
No. We know.
Or a geographer.
A geologist.
You got it.
Emmy, what have you been doing?
Oh, my kids are back to school. I took Charlie back to drop him off at college on Friday and helped him move in. And then he's only an hour and a half away, so he drove back yesterday. He was like, I just missed you guys. And I think he actually missed his fridge more than anything because he didn't take his fridge the first day. So he really probably came back to pick up his fridge and a beanbag. But he spent the day with us.
He's grabbing the fridge. Love you, Mom. That was enough. I saw you.
No, he spent the day with us, and it was really great and fun to have him back. And it was a lot of work moving him into his dorm. It's just these kids. I didn't have any expectation of my dorm being, or it wasn't his dorm. It was like an apartment. But I didn't have any expectation of my apartment looking cute. And I think kids these days have such a high standard, and it's hard to attain, but
It's because of social media. I
crazy.
had no expectation of it looking cute either.
Yeah,
it's crazy. I mean, it looked great. We got him some wall art, and we spent a whole bunch of time putting stuff up and putting stuff away, and it looks really cute. But he's got a way fancier situation than I ever had in college. So it was fun to get him back there and to have him come back and visit the next day.
Aww,
I love it.
Yeah.
love him so much.
Yeah, he's
Me
a
too.
cutie.
He's a handsome
And
boy.
Julia and Ollie have gotten back into the swing of things. They're back in school, and we're just in our
Yeah. How's Julia's
routine.
senior year going?
Good. Oh my gosh, you guys, she didn't even tell me this, but she has a forensic science class. And she said
Natalie
it's
does
so
too.
much fun.
Natalie hasn't started school yet, but Natalie's also taking forensics.
I'm so excited about learning from her what
Helping
she's
her
learning.
with her homework.
Well,
Yes,
I mean,
I actually had Natalie because she was choosing her electives, and I was like, forensics might be interesting.
Yes.
wouldn't that be amazing if Julia and Natalie started a forensics business?
That would be the best. They're called supermodel forensics.
Yes. Two gorgeous girls looking into science.
Brains, beauty, bodies.
But
dead
wait,
bodies.
then some tomato monsters come.
What? I feel like that must be from something. I don't know anything.
No, I mean, I don't know. I was just trying to do a riff. I thought you guys were familiar with Rick and Morty and would understand if I was doing a riff on the intergalactic.
Oh, I'm
Television
so sorry.
I'm not
Two brothers
familiar at
Yes.
all.
Okay.
And Haley is more familiar.
I should have known. I'm sorry.
It's okay. So anyway,
Like, ants in my eyes, Johnson.
yes, exactly. That's exactly it. So anyway, yeah. So everybody's good. We're all just busy and in the swing of things.
Yeah. Nettie, what about you?
Well, it's funny because you were talking about moving Charlie and Mimi. So she's at BYU at Brigham Young University, and they have this weird week where if you aren't continuing your contract from your summer housing into your fall housing, you basically are homeless for a week because she's moving out of her housing and then she's moving into a house with a friend of hers. And her friend was like, Mimi, literally our landlords or supervisors have not checked on me once this year. You can just move in a week early. They're not going to notice. They're not going to check. So as you can imagine, Mimi called me and was like, Mom, I have so much anxiety about this. Miriam said it would be okay, but I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. What if they catch me? I'm technically living here and I'm not even supposed to live here because my lease doesn't start until the 28th. She was so worked up and I was like, Mimi, listen, move out. If it's scary for you, have a place to go, because we had arranged for her to go a couple hours away to Linda's lake house, to her grandmother's lake house in Delta. Reservoir house, I should say, to her reservoir house in Delta. And she was going to stay there for the week. And that was the arrangement. And then she's like, no, it's going to be fine, I'm sure. So then she calls me. She's like, guess what? I got a message from the landlord saying, Dear Mimi, we know that you moved in early. And I want to remind you that your lease starts on the 28th. We're going to be painting and doing some reflooring. So we would ask you kindly if you'd please move your stuff out by tonight. So she calls me and she's like, what am I supposed to do? So I, was like, call Anna, see if you can move your stuff into Anna's and then just go stay at the lake house, or just load your car up and go stay with Grandma. And so she ended up just loading her car up and going down and staying with Linda down in Parowan. But the anxiety, she's like, Mom, I got the voicemail and I haven't called them back yet. But what am I supposed to say? What am I supposed to do? And I'm like, you call back, you leave a message, or you send a text and say, sure, no problem. I'll have my stuff out by tonight. Sorry for the misunderstanding. And that's it. You don't do anything else. She's like, but should I offer to pay money? And I'm like, no, not unless they ask. This is not a big deal.
Oh, she's so cute.
This is not a big deal. She was so worked up.
I love her, but I understand the anxiety. I would
Yes.
probably have said the same thing. I get so worked up when I'm worried about people being disappointed or having any kind of concern. I worry about it all the time.
All of the time.
I just sent her a TikTok.
And then of course, it is this the lovely child. Well, she's not a child, but she is a child. She's our child.
She's an adult woman
Yes.
child. That's what we
she
call
belongs
her.
to the three of us.
Yes. She's ours. And you gave birth to our child.
Yes.
Our
Oh,
adult-
I know this.
Yeah. Of course, that's when it happens.
I know. I felt so bad for her. And her roommate that gets to stay, she was like, seriously, they have not checked on me once. Not a single cleaning check. The year before, during the week, they didn't check on us once. And so her roommate's like, I don't know what's happening or why they're suddenly checking on us.
Oh,
But
that's so funny.
it's pretty funny. But yeah, other than that, Brett and I just went to Eugene. We had a nice time. My kids start school. My kids still have a week off school before they start. Like your kids are already in.
My kid's in.
Haley's kid is in. Your kids are in. My kids have one more week. Tomorrow night is Shrek callbacks for Shrek Jr. So
Are you trying out for
letting you
Shrek?
know. Who, me?
Yeah.
She wants to be Fiona.
It's Shrek Jr. It's between 8 and 18.
But Nettie did try out. She wants to be Fiona.
I'm the music director. I did not audition.
I'm spreading false information.
But my kids, 2 of my kids did. And so we have callbacks tomorrow night. And I'm super excited about it. But Brent and I went to Eugene. And so he was in classes all day Wednesday. So I spent all day Wednesday just watching audition videos for Shrek. And then, marking down what I thought and like trying to work on like a tentative cast list. And meanwhile, the choreographer is making her list at the same time, but we can see it because it's a shared document. And so she'll type someone and then I'll type someone else and I'll like type next to it, Nita singer. And then I'll put someone else and then she'll type next to her as a different name, Nita dancer. It's just been kind of funny.
Oh, fun.
But yeah, I think we're working it out. Callbacks tomorrow. So that's going to be super helpful. But this is a good segue.
Okay.
On this trip, I met a woman and she had met me before. So she's like, we were at a PLF, the Professional Liability Fund for some lawyer thing. And this woman's on the PLF board. I had met her before. So she asked me about my podcast because she knew that we did a podcast. And then she was like, by the way, have you ever stayed at a McMenamins? And I was like, oh, yes, I have, girl. And we've done episodes on them. And she was like, have you ever stayed at Edgefield? And I'm like, yes, I've stayed at Edgefield many times. We've even stayed in the most haunted room. And we did a whole episode on Edgefield. And she's like, okay, I have to listen to that. Also, my husband and I stayed there. And I don't remember which room number, but it was on the floor with the big doors because it's where... Like the people at the front desk told me, this is her voice. The people at the front desk told me it's where they would like wheel patients in and out like before and after surgery. So they had to have wide doors so they could get the hospital beds in and out. And then she said, so we're sleeping in the middle of the night and my husband wakes up feeling someone put a cold wash rag on his head. Wakes up, no one's there. And I was like, did you write it in the ghost log? She goes, no, I didn't know about a ghost log, but I told the people at the front desk. And I was like,
they didn't tell her about the
They
ghost
didn't even
log?
mention the ghost log. What?
I know. Well, and I went to, she was like, it was a while ago. And I was like, okay, you need to go write this in the ghost log and also figure out what room it is. She's like, I can figure out what room it is.
Yes.
If I can't remember if she said she had to look at her reservation or go back. But she just said it was the craziest thing that he just woke up and he felt someone. And she's like, we're not spooky people. We're not like believers in this. And she's like, especially my husband, he's so level-headed. And it really shook us. And we actually got up and went and hung out in a different part of the hotel until morning.
Whoa.
So they wouldn't even go back into the room. And I was like, I've got to know what room it is. And then she was like, I could remember the name of the room if you said the name, like not the room number. But I could, like, my mind went
Amazing
blank.
Grace video.
It wasn't
Not
Amazing
video,
Grace.
but room.
It wasn't Amazing Grace because that one doesn't have the double doors.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the wide doors.
Yeah.
I don't think, but I wonder.
No, it doesn't.
We have the ghost logs. We could look through. Don't we have a scanned
but
copy
she
of
didn't
all the
write it
ghost
we
down.
logs?
do, but we have the scanned ghost logs, but we
But
don't.
she
have-
didn't write it down.
She didn't write it down. Yeah,
No, but
she
I'm
did not.
saying we have the ghost logs so we could look through and see what the names of the rooms are. Or
Right.
are they on the
Oh.
website?
Yeah, they'll be on the website. Also, I don't remember an account of anyone else being woken up with a washcloth.
That's new.
But I did tell her about the foot shape, like people grabbing feet, and how that was the way they'd wake up patients.
Yeah.
And she said she was like, it was like the tuberculosis ward. So it was like people would be feverish. So she said that when she told the front desk, they're like, well, yeah, that was the TB ward. So they would be putting cooling cloths, like cold cloths on their foreheads to cool them down.
Wow, that's so crazy. I'm so sad that we lost our file of recordings for the Kennedy School.
I know. I every now and then
we have to go back.
Scan through and just to see if I'll be like, maybe this is it. And I still keep having hope that I'll click on a file that's mislabeled and it will be Kennedy School. But I think Haley's right. we
can go back. It was just such a fun episode because there's so many weirdly typed things.
Yeah.
And we
remember,
so much.
You guys were sleeping in the bed and I slept in the cot at the Kennedy School and somebody touched my back.
I had forgotten about that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Something touched my back there.
And it wasn't me.
Because I was across the room.
Yeah, and I know. It wasn't me.
You don't have a go-go gadget arm.
And remember, the other thing.
Long pole with a pokey finger stick.
The other thing from that episode that we never released because we lost the recording was we were reading those thing about playing games, and then we found that game piece just in the middle of the room.
I forgot about that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right by my cot.
Yes, and it was not there. It simply was not there before.
That was wild.
It was wild.
Yeah. Remember hearing, what was it, like 3 minutes in like 15 seconds, like a little kid's voice going, "Hi."
Yes. Oh, I'm so sad we lost that recording.
Oh yeah, that was wild.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yes.
Well, we can invite that kid back.
Listeners. Yes.
If we go back to stay.
A good lost episode. Maybe we'll find it one day.
Yeah. Or we just have to redo it.
Someone got all excited about trying to create space. It was me. So, hold on to your tits. I'm going to take out the sew and keep hold on to your tits. Hold on to your tit. No, I'm just kidding. I'm trying to use something besides the word sew. It's
hold on to your nipples.
It's a reference to a joke I made on our
I got it. I got you.
I like it.
You won't believe this.
How about this?
No,
this is my segue and...
What media have you been consuming?
Oh, let me tell you. Okay.
I just realized hold on to your tits was not going to work for that. Hold on to your tits for this. What media have you been?
Okay, well, let's use that when we talk about the Lindsay Clancy trial.
I've been listening to a podcast called The Kill List. Have you guys heard of it?
Oh.
You sent it to us. So yes, I've heard of it. I have not listened to it.
Same.
Okay, I'm on episode 10. I think I'm nearing the end of it. But basically, the premise is this guy who's kind of like a hacker gets into the back end of a dark web, like murder for hire site. And he finds a list of people that are like have hits on them. And he's like, what do I do with this?
Gosh.
And he tries to go to police departments and they're like, well, we can't take information from a hacker. Like that's just, for some reason, that's like not admissible.
I feel like that must be wrong.
Yeah.
So
I feel like they're wrong.
Seems wild, but so then he goes to this reporter and together this guy and the reporter start working on trying to contact people from the list. And sometimes they call people and they just are completely rejected. They're like, yeah, nice try. And then like won't receive any contact. But other times they'll be able to make connections. And I don't want to give anything away, but
does anyone die?
Well, yes. Like at least one person does die that was on this list. I mean, and I don't want to give this whole thing away. It's pretty much revealed in the first couple of episodes. So if you want it to be a surprise, like skip forward a minute or two. But
La 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 la. Just kidding.
So basically, it turns out the hit list is the murder for hire site is a scam site. So they're promising to kill these people and taking money, payments in Bitcoin, and never completing the kill.
Oh my gosh.
So it's just this whole thing. So they're going through this whole list of people trying to contact people and figure out who wanted them dead.
Think that they might die.
And some of like one person specifically actually does die, and they find out the husband had put out the hit and that's why she was on the list. And then it turns out the husband just ended up killing her and trying to frame it as something else. And it's so fascinating.
I have to listen to this.
It's just, yeah, it's interesting. And like they kind of get law enforcement to work with them in some places, but it's like an international thing. It's all over the place.
Wow.
And in some cases, it almost seems like some governments are like maybe like working with the list or like, anyway, it's a good one. It's a good listen. So I recommend The Kill List.
Okay.
I think it's from Audible. I'm listening to it on Spotify, but I think it was released by Audible. So
Okay.
The Kill List.
yeah, so that's
You
a
sent
fun
it to
one.
us.
Yeah.
So I don't need to write it down. So I'm going to stop searching for a pen. Calm down.
No pens
Chill
needed.
out. Just kidding. There's a pen right there, though, if you want to write it down anyway.
I saw it. 2 pens. One for you, one for me.
Oh.
Anything else, Emmy, that you've been watching or listening to?
No, nothing else. I've just been kind of listening to that lately.
Oh,
Nice.
Cool. How about you, Hey?
I've been watching all of the series that are like worst blank ever. So it's like worst ex
Roommate.
ever, worst roommate ever, worst
Neighbor
ever. And it's so much. I mean, I hate to say it's so much fun, but like it's so
entertaining.
fascinating.
It's like, let me eat my popcorn.
And just like what people do to others. I'm just like, holy smokes. Like one lady was like best friends with this woman for 25 years. It was her roommate. And this woman tries to steal her son.
What?
And like they were best friends for 25 years. And like you hear this woman describe this friendship and it's like, that's an abusive relationship.
Oh.
Like,
yeah.
you are being abused and
This
is crazy.
What's that on?
Netflix.
You know what? I just found out my Netflix was canceled and Brent and I cannot figure out why.
Wow.
Or like the card it was on wasn't canceled. Our Netflix was canceled and our HBO Max. So I wonder if I had it bundled or something. Because remember how I said Netflix was giving me ads?
Yeah.
Anyway. That's a boring mystery for another day.
Well, I hope we solve it.
Let's start a podcast about that.
Why did your Netflix get canceled?
Who shat all over my Netflix subscription?
All over it.
It's like from the people that brought you who shat on the floor at my wedding comes who shat.
Who shot on my Netflix subscription? I've been watching that and then listening to the Betrayal series podcast. That
I've listened to a couple of those. Those are good.
Yeah. So that's me.
Good ones.
What about you, Nettie?
Yeah.
Well, Brent and I have been trying to watch Severance season 2, and I really like it. But there is something about those basement back room scenes where they're like running through the hallways that just put me to sleep. So we're having the darndest time because the minute they start like running down the hallways, I'm out.
Good night.
And then Brent will be like, "Do you want to watch another?" And I'm literally waking up going, "Oh, no, I've been asleep for that entire episode. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I missed as soon as he started running."
So you have to stand and fold laundry.
I seriously, or just watch it much earlier in the day. I did start watching The Dead Files last night, so I did renew my HBO Max subscription because I was like, "What? Where'd this go?"
Jordan just brought me food. He's so nice.
I think he's neat.
I like him.
Oh, I did see a hilarious TikTok that reminds me, since you were talking about Severance and Adam Scott is the actor in Severance. There was a TikTok that was like, I love to see where our society is at by seeing what hit show Adam Scott is in. Like basically saying it's like a reflection of where we are.
So we went from Party Town to Parks and Rec.
Yep.
To Severance to I mean, I don't know if
Hokum.
they're counting the Hokum, and there's another new
We need to watch
thriller.
Hokum.
Oh, it was
do.
good. It was good.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet.
Have you seen? I have not watched it either, Haley. Sister watch party where we invite Emily, but she won't be able to make it. But you can come.
Yeah.
I wish you were.
Have you guys seen Mother Mary starring Anne Hathaway? It looks so creepy.
No, but I feel like I just saw it on TikTok.
I think it's on HBO Max.
I haven't seen the show, but I believe I saw a preview for it, and I agree.
I want
with
to see
you.
it. I want to watch it.
I saw some like reviews on it where it was like, sure, it's like kind of artsy and a commentary on society.
So guess what I ordered?
What?
So do you remember the episode I did called The Psychic and the Detectives about Armand Marcotte?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, this is what I didn't realize. It was from The Psychic and the Detective was from a series called Inner Visions, and it was book 3.
Oh.
And so I just was like looking him up again because I just found this when I edited it and published it. I just was like, gosh, this guy's so fascinating. I found Inner Visions book 1, and it is literally his life story. And so I bought it for like $20 from some like bookseller over on the East Coast, and I just got it, and I stayed awake for 2.5 chapters.
I'm so proud of you.
In chapter 3. I am too. I'm really proud of myself. And it's fascinating. It just talks about, so far we've gotten through his childhood and him joining the army.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting, but I'm curious about what book 2 would be because
And I meant like proud of you because you fall asleep immediately.
I know that you didn't
During the
mean
severance.
good job you can read.
No.
Because I can. I was always in the advanced reading group.
I meant it in like the most sincere way of like,
Good job,
this
Nettie.
no, not like that. No, the most sincere way.
I know exactly what you meant.
Okay.
And I actually was really proud of myself for staying awake as well. I did read 2 chapters.
And it must be so interesting.
It really is pretty fascinating.
Yeah.
Anyways, I was excited to share that with you guys. I might do, I don't know, maybe a follow-up episode with more stories about him.
I love it. I would love it.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's been my media
Yeah.
intake.
Aside from TikToks, though.
Oh, yeah, TikToks. We have all been. I mean, I swear it's consumed. Well, first of all, any chance I had during this last week, I was watching the trial live.
Yes.
Like, I just
Same.
had it on
same.
live. But we're talking about the Lindsay Clancy trial.
Uh-huh.
So, sisters, what are we thinking? Defense closed Friday.
Which I just feel a little shocked.
So we
I
don't.
think they still have to do closing arguments.
We haven't heard closing arguments, so we'll see what he says, like what Reddington says. But
Big Red.
I don't know. I think I just feel so confused by all of it. Like there's so much conflicting stuff about it online. Like, and I don't know.
I feel the same way. I feel like there's a lot of people that have really gone a little too far with
Accusations.
Like, I don't think Rachel went and murdered the kids.
No.
I just don't think that happened. And I totally understand how that some people have gotten carried away and that some evidence has been doctored by AI. But anytime someone says, why are you questioning this? What's wrong with you? My instinct is to be like, you can't tell me what to do. I'll question whatever I want.
Yeah.
And I actually think it's healthy to question.
It is healthy to question. And I think that there are plenty of reasons that we should all question everything
Shall we
about
list
this
them?
case. There are a lot of reasons.
There are false confessions that happen all the time.
Also,
So
she
I
pled
know-
not guilty.
Yes.
People keep saying she's pleading guilty. She very clearly said not guilty.
Yes.
And the judge very clearly said, you are deciding if the Commonwealth can prove whether she is guilty or not. Like, the judge said
Yes.
that at the beginning of the trial. People are making it seem like that's not an option. Not guilty is an option.
Yeah. Yeah. And with the civil trial and like the status of that, which is, I'm not totally clear on what that is.
I just feel like that's on hold in my mind.
Until the criminal trial is over, I feel like.
I think they're
And
Well,
and again, people people confess to crimes they have not committed all of the time, and she was in a state of psychosis. They put her under arrest before she was even out of her medical coma, and like she was in a state of psychosis for quite some time after that.
There's
and
so
I just
many
don't
things-
disbelieve. Go ahead, Emmy.
Oh, I just was going to say probably something similar. There are so many things that make us question, like everything about it, the timeline, and especially that that she was like that Patrick was just believed and that there wasn't like proper thorough investigation.
Yeah, because he walked through the whole house.
Yeah, they're just things that make
At that
everybody uncomfortable. And I think it's fair. It's fair to question it all. And I don't know where it's going to lead. And I hope it leads to the truth. But I'm sure we're all going to be frustrated in the end, no matter what.
I heard one TikToker refer to the Massachusetts police say that Massachusetts was the Florida of criminal investigation. And I was like, oh my gosh.
Sounds like it, actually, after all this stuff.
The Karen Reed trial, and now we're doing the Lindsay Clancy trial, and just the conduct of the police and their investigations is insane.
Well, and the people saying, you guys, trust the police. They did an investigation. I'm like, what? I'm sorry. No.
No, they didn't.
No, I'm not going to trust the police is how I feel.
Yeah.
Like, Karen Reed trial, and who's the little girl that got murdered by the cop that is now being reinvestigated by the same, remember the one that was like in the junior cop program? I don't know why her name's escaping me.
Yes,
but that was
I know
also,
who you're talking about, and it was very suspicious.
And it was the same police department as the Karen Reed trial.
And this is the same police department as the Karen Reed trial as well.
Is it the
Lindsay
same one?
Clancy.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Are
Well, I know
you
it was
sure?
Massachusetts. I didn't know if it was the same.
I think it might be a different... I think, no, it's Massachusetts.
I could very well be wrong.
You're not talking about Ellen Green, are you? Wait, who's the one that we're talking about?
No, is her name Brittany? I think maybe her name was Brittany.
I can't believe I can't remember it because and then she was found, it's basically like she was being groomed, and then clearly this cop was having relations with her, and then his wife got pregnant, and then she was saying well that she wanted to be pregnant, and then he got her pregnant, and then she ended up dead, hung in her closet. And she had told her friend, was like weirdly looking at my closet and my closet bar and like hanging on it and pulling on it. Like she texted her friend that, like, he's acting weird. What's going on?
I remember this. I just don't remember what her name is. Was it Sandra Birchmore?
It was Sandra Birchmore. Sandra Birchmore. Yep. The Sandra Birchmore trial, like that was deemed a suicide and not investigated. So do not tell me that the cops investigate things in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
No, thank you. I'm not going to believe you. And I'm absolutely going to question something from 3 years ago. Mm-hmm. And especially
from Massachusetts.
It was less than 24 hours. And they decided that he had nothing to do with it. Mm-hmm. And I've heard so many people say, now you have to remember, I know it's hard, that the cops did a full investigation.
They
I'm
did
like,
not, though.
I don't think they did. And listening to the trial, I think all of us came into this thinking
she did
Lindsay
it.
Clancy killed her kids in a state of psychosis. That's what I thought. I was like, this is so awful, but postpartum psychosis is terrible. And I came in with empathy, but I thought she did it.
What made me question it was Patrick Clancy's own flippin' testimony.
Oh, it was so
It doesn't
odd.
add up. He was so odd during the whole thing. And it's just like,
I know, and I've tried to make
dear
allowance.
God, this man has...
You tried to make allowance for a grieving father and understanding people express grief in different ways. But if Lindsay did the act herself, I do feel like he is responsible in some form because he was absolutely a negligent husband and father. Uh-huh. He was clearly having an affair. Do not tell me there's no evidence of it. Anyone who knew her said that the affair is known. Mm-hmm. And if people say, well, then Reddington would have brought it up. No, he wouldn't have. Not in a trial when we're trying to determine if she was guilty, not guilty, or guilty by reason of insanity, or not guilty by reason of insanity. They're not going to bring up a motive.
I mean, that gives her motive, exactly.
And the prosecution did not establish any motive.
No.
They did not bring up Patrick's affair either.
Well, they just wanted to. Yeah, that's true. I think that what they established was that Lindsay had one time led her son by the arm to the Thanksgiving table. And like all these things where people are like, okay, so she's like a mom, like a normal mom.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Patrick is dropping his wife off at a mental health rehab facility or whatever you call it and going skiing.
And saying things like, I can't take her to the ER. I don't want to spend all day in the ER. So, oh, sorry. Is that a waste of your time to like worry about the mother of your children's mental health?
Yeah.
I don't know. There are some things, though, like the video where he's walking into CVS and people are like, oh, look at that. It looks like it's his college friend. And I mean, I at first was like, okay, maybe. But then when you look at the picture of that compared to him, like at the Children's Museum where he's there, his hair does look similar in the Children's Museum footage.
I don't think he was replaced. I don't think that's his friend.
Yeah, I just
No, I
think
think
so
they're both
many
are him.
things.
But it does
But
look
it
like they're
is-
out of hand.
It is weird, the change of clothes. What, Emily?
Yes. No, you're right. The change of clothes is absolutely weird. But I do think that like some of the TikTok speculation has gotten out of hand, which just makes it's like it cheapens the reality, like the parts where people are actually pointing out the true flaws. There are things where people are take a stretch, and it sucks when they go too far, and it makes everybody that's TikTok sleuthing seem crazy.
Yes. And with the CVS footage, people are doctoring it with AI, obviously, to make it look more because the face is blurry. In the actual footage, the face is blurry. There's not a clear, and as some of the like AI stuff from TikTok is making it look exactly like his friend.
But you know what's not doctored? His shoes.
Yes.
There is very clearly not the same shoe. One is a sneaker
You're
and one is
right.
a boot. The soles are different colors.
I agree with that. There's just some other stuff where it's just a little bit far-fetched, or like
Agreed.
you've seen like AI enhancements that are like clearly it's just like, please stop. Like that's not helping anything.
No,
Yeah.
it's not helping. And
Only
as
spreading.
fascinated as I was by the Bratz doll reenactment, and I was like, oh, that's fascinating. I was also like, it's also not helpful at all because it's Bratz dolls.
And like, what, Emmy?
I was just going to say, she did point out some things that are valid, though, which, I mean, like the blood splatter that was underneath the bedside
and
table.
the moving of the bed. And also that it wasn't until that video that I realized that she could have thrown herself out of a different window where she wouldn't have had to move the bed. Which also, she wouldn't have had to move the bed to
But she
throw
also
herself out
had
the
to
window.
like somersault herself out the window for her head to be facing the house, which is how she was found.
It's all weird. And the body temperature thing.
And there's no footprints. Like a woman, what they're saying she did, she would not be concerned about footprints in like the blood spatter stuff.
No, she wouldn't
like there's
be.
no footprints. Like why is there no footprints?
Well, and the body temperature thing, this is actually the thing that to me is the strangest and inexplainable, because I know that they had an expert saying, well, you can get a spinal injury, but you have people that are perfusionists, that is their job, and they say, I could not do this in 3 or 4 hours with someone, with intentionally infusing them with cooled down blood, purposely dropping their body temperature. I could not get it to 82 degrees. Even with the spinal injury, that would account for 3 or 4 degrees, not a 15-degree drop in that amount of time. They're just like impossible. And the crushed trachea. And that he said that she was talking.
Thyroid.
Trachea too.
Trachea too? Oh,
Yeah, her
okay.
trachea was crushed.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what I thought. Is it
It's
the thyroid,
wild.
not the trachea? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. And the truth is, like, there's evidence we don't know. We haven't heard the 911 call. And I actually believe that we haven't heard the 911 call because it's extremely distressing. I actually believe that. When the reporters, because every reporter that's reported on it has said, it sounds like a father that's distressed. I believe that. I believe it sounds that way, and that's the reason. I don't think there's a conspiracy for why we haven't heard the 911 call. I don't think there's something on there that they're trying to get us not to hear because it would say Lindsay's guilty, because Reddington would fight for it if there was. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess we'll find out what's going to happen.
And you know, if she did it, which I mean, like at this point, I don't think so. But if she did do it, she was failed incredibly, mostly by her husband and the father of her children.
And by a lot of medical professionals. I think
Yes,
there are a handful.
but first and foremost, her
yeah,
husband.
There were a handful that were like her allies, and then some that just really
Incredibly
really failed her.
unhelpful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
really dismissive of her claims and of her
Really
of her
dismissive.
her questions and her what's the word I'm looking for? Like her worries,
Her state of
concerns.
distress, and it's such a disgusting look at our healthcare system, right? That you have. They were like, well, she didn't have a plan, and I know. I mean, like I've been in that situation where I've had to take somebody to the hospital for that kind of thing, and it's so distressing to even have those questions asked. Like, well, do you have a plan? And if you do have a plan, then you're supposed to be admitted. If you don't have a plan, then you're not supposed to be admitted. But like,
Are you saying a plan for suicide?
yeah,
So
yeah,
you buy a
yeah.
plan?
Sorry,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Just to clarify, I mean, but
Yeah.
it's awful that you have to justify your need
Right.
for care.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. And that witness that the prosecution brought on, that man who just was so clueless and called himself an expert in women's health, but hadn't actually, like when Reddington was questioning him, he's like, when's the last time you were breathing the same air as a pregnant woman?
Yep.
You know what I mean? It was just like, why is this guy here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Why is he
pretty
here?
Wise.
wild.
Yeah. And interviewed her 3 years after the fact.
Yeah.
Whereas like Kevin Reddington's he was the guy who like he had been involved with Dahmer and
Zeisel or something? Is that,
or was it Zeisel?
was something like
he had
that.
been involved with Dahmer and Andrea Yates and like several other people.
Was it Philip Resnick?
Resnick. I knew it had a Z in it. I was like, it's got a Z. I know it.
Yes. Resnick, yes. And he was just like she was not in her right mind. Whereas this other guy was like, it's like he was like part of a firm that's almost paid to make sure that people are found in their sane mind.
Well, and he also was saying that postpartum psychosis and depression could only happen like 4 to 6 weeks
Yep.
after birth. Hello. No, I know from my own experience with children that that's not true.
yeah.
Yeah.
Believe me,
Yeah.
you can have some wackadoo thoughts for a solid year or two.
But Nettie, he is referring to the DSM-6, okay? And that is the authority.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I love
talk
that.
about making me want to scream.
I loved that TikTok clip where he was like, I'm happy to be proven wrong. And then all the commenters were like, he was, in fact, not happy to be proven wrong.
Yes.
Oh, I guess what I don't like is this labeling people who are questioning it as crazy conspiracy theorists, because I think that is absolutely what we should do in these cases is question it. That's why it's a trial.
Yes, there's
Yeah.
enough.
If we knew she was
Yes.
guilty, why are we having a trial?
Yes.
Well, I think even if somebody's very obviously guilty, like unless they waive their right to a trial, or you know what I mean, like they have a right to a trial whether they're guilty or not. It's about what they plead, right? There's just so much that any reasonable person would question.
Yep. Yeah. For one, timelines.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and then also I think it is so important that we are having this conversation about women's health after giving birth.
Yeah, there's
Because
just
it is
so little
such a huge
support.
deal. And
A call, first of all, to husbands and fathers, like, wake
Yes.
up and help. If I hear people be like, women are just meant to give birth, they're fine. Leave them alone. They got this.
Yeah.
I just want to be like, give help.
yeah, well, and Lindsay having to call a welfare check because she had the baby monitor app on her phone and the baby was crying for over 10 minutes and she could not get a hold of her husband because she is at work and he is at home and he is not answering her calls and the baby is crying. So she had to call a flippin' welfare check. And
Yeah.
he constantly was claiming that the kids are fine for him. The kids sleep well for him. And so it's just kind of like he was just doing this crazy making thing of like, I don't know what's wrong with you. I don't know why you can't get the kids to sleep through the night. And it's like, Patrick, did the kids sleep through the night or did you just shut off the baby monitor so you weren't bothered?
Probably men don't actually hear the cries of baby. This has actually been scientifically studied. Women hear and wake up at the cries of a baby, and men sleep through it.
That means put the baby closer to the man.
Yeah.
I totally agree. I'm not justifying or trying to make excuses. I'm just saying.
Well, I also think that because and I'm I'm certainly not saying what you just said is wrong. I also think it's like a priority thing.
Well, absolutely. Well, I mean, there is a biological thing.
Men are like, that is my wife's deal. So I don't need to wake up to those sounds.
Yeah, it could be.
Whereas because like my husband absolutely would get up for like any sound from the kids like needing him in the night when he and I were very first together. And so like
yeah, it's just a tragic case, and I've been watching it and I've been obsessed with it.
Me too. Well, there's been another major trial happening this week that I've tried to stay a little bit. I feel like I would, if Lindsay Clancy wasn't happening at the same time, I would be paying a lot more attention to this. But Tupac trial has been happening. And let me find I have it written down.
I have not been paying attention at all.
Did you guys know that there were a lot of people who thought that Tupac was like secretly alive and living in Malaysia?
Yeah.
In Malaysia?
I didn't know about the Malaysia part, but I knew that they thought Tupac was still alive.
Let me see it. Yeah, Tupac's murder trial is still ongoing. So this week was 18 witnesses. They had witness testimonies this week. So Dwayne, who's Keffi D. Davis, is on trial for allegedly orchestrating the murder of Tupac. And like this guy got his son involved. And I guess that they played recordings of him where he was talking about his nephew, actually. His nephew being the one to pull the trigger.
What?
Anyway, it's pretty wild. And I have not followed it as much as I'd like to. I'm going to do kind of a little catch up.
Oh, wow.
Emily, you were going to tell us about Keshia Golden, and then I think you had another thing about something with Las Vegas. But do you want to tell us about Keshia Golden?
No, I had sent you guys this TikTok, but it was just basically there's this woman who was living near Chicago, like I think in a Chicago suburb, but she, her partner got violent with her and shoved her. She hit her head on a counter, and he was trying to attack her. And this is just what I briefly read, but she, in self-defense, stabbed him in the leg, and he died from that wound, which, I mean, just from everything that I've heard, and maybe there's more to it. I don't know. It makes me nervous to like state an opinion too strongly, but I do think that she seemed to be acting in self-defense, and she's now being charged with murder, and her trial is starting or has started.
Yeah. And aren't they, I think it's like murder in the first degree.
Like she was
so
pregnant
crazy.
and being assaulted, and it seems like should have just been self-defense.
It's 8 months pregnant. It's just crazy to me because I think this speaks on a bigger issue where women who are abused, and we don't know Keshia, but women who are abused and they kill their abusers go to jail for far longer than when like men kill women and the man claims some sort of self-defense.
Or even a crime of passion. Even when the man claims like a crime of passion, like I was jealous, she was cheating,
and blah, blah, blah.
They get far more lenient sentences than women do in a similar situation.
Yeah. I think we're just seeing on these like platforms like just this huge issue of women being over punished, and where men get away with shit, and like also like crimes such as like pedophilia or whatever, like abusing kids, where it is predominantly men who do it, and it is predominantly crazy light sentencing for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's just this huge problem, I think, where we just take men's word at like face value, and we just in general as a society don't believe women, and it's got to stop.
Yeah.
I agree.
Sorry,
Sorry, that was a loud noise I made.
I will never recover from that.
I'm going to re-say I agree and then cut that part out.
And I'm editing this one, so...
Damn it. Well,
Okay, the other crazy one that I think I sent you guys was that woman. She was a 63-year-old grandmother from New York. She was a Black woman who went to visit Las Vegas and went missing. They did find her body, like
No.
down an embankment near the airport. But somebody did have her phone and was texting her family members from the phone asking for money. Yeah. So there's something weird about it. I don't understand what's going on. Her family members were frustrated that the police were telling them that her disappearance was not a priority. But now she has been found dead. And there's the mystery of who had her phone and why and what happened to her. So
it's so terrible. It's so sad.
Yeah, it is
You
another
just
sad
kind of
one.
feel like at some point you're gonna be safe as a female to travel.
You would
like
hope so.
I'm gonna be able to travel and everyone's gonna leave me alone because I'm like a grandmotherly type or something. You know what I mean? You just would feel at some point, will women be safe? No,
I don't know.
I guess not.
Maybe not. I mean, I have my dream of walking the Cotswolds on my own one day.
Oh, no.
maybe
Why
not.
would you ever think that
Like
you could
Agatha
do that
Raisin?
alone without me and Haley?
Did Agatha Raisin walk the Cotswolds? I think she just moved there.
She lived there.
She did in one episode join the
Book.
in one episode
The
of
Walking-
there's a TV show as well.
You're right. You're right. You're
The
right.
Walkers of Demberley
I remember that episode of the book. I listened to that book, and I actually enjoyed it.
Listen, I've been paying for Acorn TV for 2.5 years now and still haven't finished the series, but I really like it.
I need to get Acorn TV and watch it.
It's just cute. I like the it's the same actress
From
that's in
the extras.
Yes, that's in the extras.
I love
She's
her.
Just
Yes,
so
she's
good.
so good.
She's
Who in the
so
extras?
funny. She
She's the
plays
blonde
Ricky Gervais's
friend.
best friend, the blonde friend.
The blonde woman best friend is Agatha Raisin in the series.
She plays Agatha Raisin.
Oh, I didn't know this.
She's so
And
good.
she dresses like she has a really great just bob, blunt
Agatha has
haircut.
that blunt bob. Yeah.
And then she dresses like in these just super loud, fun colors. It's just like such a. I mean, it must be so much fun to be costumed as Agatha Raisin.
Yes.
Yeah.
So much fun. I have a fun fact.
Yeah, let's
Tell
hear
us.
it.
This is from Fun Fact of the Day TikTok. Okay. And it is that in Webster, Massachusetts, there is a lake called Lake Chaubunagungamaug.
Okay.
No.
Yes, there is. I looked it up on a map.
No, I don't like it.
And so I just want to say that a soft T at the end of the word Massachusetts is the least of our worries.
Thank you for bringing
'Cause
that
of that
to our
lake.
attention. Or as you would like to say, our attention. We don't need to say our art.
Our attention is what you would
I was
like
trying to say
our
our T's, but I was trying not to say the T, and it didn't work. Our
Is there anything else that we want to talk? Oh, serial
What?
killer.
What?
Eugene Horsche. We can't not talk about Eugene
that's
Horsche.
Right. I
From
don't
the
even...
only neighborhood in Philadelphia
Oh.
where they now think that he
He or his father.
because I've been so distracted with Lindsay Clancy that I've not done a deep dive onto this like I normally would, but they found him with a woman who had the IDs of 2 women who have been missing for like 3 or 4 years. So they have now tied him to the deaths of 4 women, and they think it might be up to like a way huger number that I can't remember right now.
Way
Okay.
huger number.
But
70.
possibly him. Have you not seen the same things that I've seen where it says possibly him or possibly his father who is now deceased?
I have seen that. They think that his father, and they think that they had something to do with like filming snuff films.
Because his father was a pornographer and he filmed like those like erotic sexual violence films that were
gross.
supposedly fake.
Yeah, but probably not actually.
Maybe. I mean, I don't
And-
know. I don't know if I
Fake, like consensual, non-consensual,
Yeah.
or
Yes.
I don't know.
ew.
But also allegedly snuff films. And there's something like wasn't there like 400,000 images, digital images of
I don't think I remember that.
Violence and
I have been so down the Lindsay Clancy thing that this just like I just know what his face looks like, and all of this other information is new.
no, I should have saved the Machagagog for after this because we're gonna need something lighthearted.
You can say it again.
Like, you said that so flawlessly.
Well, I just
said
made it
it.
up this time, but I mean it's real.
It was like you said it with confidence.
You said it with such confidence that I was like, yeah.
Exactly.
Chargog.
Did I cut you off, Emmy? I'm so sorry.
Chagagog. You cut me off in the middle of a really short word. Chargog. Chagagog. Chaubunagungamaug.
Cowabunga?
Yes. Yes, that's it.
I'm sure they have a nickname for that lake.
Yeah, they probably call it like Lake Chaubunagungamaug.
Yeah, something like
I
that.
would just stop with Lake Cha.
I would say Chaubunagungamaug because it's fun.
You're fun.
Thank you. Thank you. Do we anything else?
I think that's
girlies?
everything we've got.
Yes.
Except,
I would
wait,
say.
Haley, didn't you have a correction from something?
Oh, but I did have the weird 3 bangs, like boom, boom, boom at my house.
Yes,
Still have not figured out what it
caused
was.
it?
You know what it was? Okay, so let's talk about your 3 loud booms, and then I'm going to tell you. You had said that you thought that Patrick and Rachel had kids together, Patrick Clancy and Rachel Danis, and we couldn't remember if you said it on the FUF. So listen, this is our cover.
Yeah.
If she said it, we don't remember. We know we're corrected. They did not. If we're corrected in our minds or in our recordings,
Yeah.
you be the judge.
So
Lee Baum Clayton. What's your last?
our liaison.
Lee Baum Clayton Collins.
These Azons, you can correct us.
Maybe we don't want to
She's
say her
probably
full
like,
name.
I haven't been following that trial. She's like, I follow sports. She'll correct me on
Sports.
Yeah. On the previous episode where I talked about the first triathlon day, she'll be like, wrong.
Yeah.
She's like,
But
you
it
guys
wasn't
got
wrong, I was
everything
right.
wrong about the World Cup. We're like, we know. Sorry.
She's going to let us know about basketball points because we did talk about that.
We did talk about basketball.
But that was also not on this episode. Sorry. We recorded 2 episodes today, listeners, so we're getting confused, okay?
dribbling.
And driveling.
And drooling.
Gross.
Okay, so
Shall we take it out?
Yep.
Wait,
Goodbye.
you brought us in. No, you have to end it. End it in a real way.
Goodbye.
No, you have to say we are. You can't just say goodbye when you decide you're done talking, Haley.
and
Haley's like, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Goodbye.
Thank
she's
you for listening.
Go.
We are the Spooky Darlings, and thank you for listening. And if you want to find us on our socials, we are the Spooky Darlings podcast. And if you want to email us your stories, what do you know about? What are your stories?
What do you know about anything?
Yeah.
tell us stuff.
We want to hear it.
Tell us.
You can email us at thespookydarlings@gmail.com, and you can find our merch at thespookydarlings.printful.me. And we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye. 5 stars.
5 hms?
Huh?
Huh?
That's 5.
Bye.
Yes.